Hey guys, welcome to another Monday where I talk about some news topics in movies and television that I find interesting, and then possibly just talk about something that, that's not movie and TV related. This is the second time I'm doing this, and like I said, I don't know if this is something that I want to consistently do, but since Monday is just that day where you kind of unwind, get back into the week, and feel things out. I thought, why not just talk about some things that I found interesting, but don't hold me to this, okay? Things get busy and things happen. So, anyways, enough of me bitching. Let's get into the news. Now, one of the things that I really liked about the Sony Pictures universe, or whatever they wanted to call their side of the Marvel deal in terms of using the Marvel characters in their movies. I really love the name, something just kind of rolls off the tongue when you say SPUMC, You think a venereal disease that your doctor has no way how to diagnose, so he kind of just makes up a name. He just calls it SPUMC. We've never seen this before. What is this? SPUMC. That's sarcasm. That's sarcasm. The Sony Pictures universe of Marvel characters is what they called it, and yes, they shortened it down to SPUMC, and as you can tell, it did not play very well with most people, and so they have gone out of their way to change the name to the Sony Spider-Man universe, which is SSU, which sounds like either university or something that you need to plug into your computer to download files. I don't know if it's that much better, but it's definitely better than SPUMC. I don't think there's a lot of argument here. I am just glad that it happened. It's not really news, but I thought it would be interesting for you guys to know that, just because if you're following the Spider-Man news that has been so prevalent lately, this is just a cherry on the top of just positive news in terms of Sony and their development of the Spider-Man character on their side. So yeah, that's the first news thing. All right, let's keep going. So last week, the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer debuted, and it was a hit. It was a riot. It beat the Avengers Endgame records in terms of most viewed, or most watched, or most viewed trailer in the first 24 hours. And obvious reasons. It opens up the multiverse. The worst kept secret in Hollywood is that the Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield appearances in this movie may or may not happen. They're probably going to happen. I'm 99.9% sure. There is always a shadow of a doubt that maybe they won't make an appearance in the movie, but I'm pretty sure they will. But yeah, they didn't reveal any of that in the trailer. But they did open up the idea in the trailer that they could possibly come through. As you guys saw from the trailer, if you haven't watched it, I'll put a link down below. But yeah, Spider-Man 2, Sam Raimi Spider-Man 2, Doc Ock appears. And so that pretty much opens up the world or the multiverse for that opportunity for Tobey to come through. And obviously a lot of people are drawing speculation from that trailer saying Doc Ock's Hello Peter is addressing not Tom Holland's Spider-Man, but in fact Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. I mean, can you not wait for that amazing reunion between the two? I hope they do it well. So yeah, that's all I can say. If you guys haven't seen my trailer breakdown, I'll put a link for that at the end of the video, so you can go check that out if you want to. But yeah, I did a reaction and a breakdown of what I think and what my expectations are, etc. But if you don't care about that, just skip it. But anyways, yeah, that Spider-Man No Way Home trailer broke records, and yeah, I'm very excited. I feel like most people are excited. I know some people are saying that this is a cramped movie, and I completely understand. And if they even pull this off, just mildly, I hope that this gets, a solid B at minimum. If they can pull that off, then I will be happy. Let's go on to the next news article. So AHSOKA, if you guys are familiar with the character, she is getting her own Disney Plus spin-off series, and it's going to be on Disney Plus, starring Rosario Dawson as AHSOKA. She is going to be played next to possibly, based on this news article, Tati Gabrielle, now said to be the frontrunner to play Sabine Wren in the Mandalorian spinoff. And guys, if you really enjoyed Rosario Dawson's take on AHSOKA like I did, then I think you guys should be excited by this new news about Sabine Wren being introduced into the Disney live action Star Wars universe, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, she is known to be a animated character on the Star Wars Rebels show, and she is one of my friend's favorite characters in Star Wars. So I don't know anything about Sabine Wren. I know that she's got that, rainbow sherbet hair or whatever, and she is a Mandalorian, or sorta a Mandalorian. Guys, as a Star Wars fan, my knowledge of Star Wars is within the movies and the live action shows. I do not really dabble too deep into the animated shows. So yes, that excludes Clone Wars. I got like 2 seasons into it, and I just couldn't really get into it. And Bad Batch, as you guys can tell from the videos that have not been popping up for those reactions, kind of fell off on that as well. Not saying that those shows are bad in any way, I just didn't get into them as deep as the live action stuff. So that's just me, but I will revisit them later. But yes, this is really exciting news for most Star Wars fans, because Rebels and I believe Clone Wars are just a hit all throughout. Whether you are a younger Star Wars fan or an older Star Wars fan, I think most people are rejoicing that Sabine is going to be introduced in live action. Sort of like how Bo-Katan crossed over from the animated side of Disney Star Wars and crossed over into live action in The Mandalorian with Katie Sackhoff playing Bo-Katan. We are getting Tati Gabrielle, which is an actress I am not completely familiar with, and I don't know if this is pissing off people or if this is exciting people about it, but I'm just happy to be introduced to a new character. I always like seeing new characters. I like to see the Star Wars universe expand. I like to see things outside of just Jedis. I want to see some other things. So yeah, this is exciting for me, but what do you guys think? Do you think Tati Gabrielle is a good choice? I think she probably looks the part. I don't know. I don't know how faithful this is, but I'm just happy that they got someone who looks like they can, play badass. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. All right, so on to the next topic, and a topic that is sort of related to Mandalorian and Ahsoka. The Mandalorian season 3 is rumored, and keep in mind this is a rumor, rumored to be the last season. And this is according to an article from comicbookmovie.com, which their source is a YouTuber. I'm forgetting the name of the channel, but I'll give him credit. So YouTuber Star Wars Only, that channel is reportedly saying that The Mandalorian Season 3 will possibly be the last season. Now keep in mind, huge emphasis on this being a rumor. I don't know, because Giancarlo Esposito had stated that they would go on to 4 seasons, and I don't know if this was just a passing comment or him just being hopeful for the series. But take this with a grain of salt. This might be the last season, upcoming season 3. And if it is, great. I think it's good when shows have their run and they end strong. They end when they should. Not like Arrow or The Flash, those shows that just go on for so long and they run so long and their stories get thinner and they start to pull things into their universe or whatever that just kind of muddles the storyline and just makes most viewers lose interest. And things like that, I really don't want to get into The Mandalorian. I feel like this show really hit everything on the head so well, and I think it really encapsulated the fandom of Star Wars in a way that felt respectful, but it felt like it was pushing new boundaries and it was doing something new. And if they take that a little bit too far, if they stretch that really thin, I think it'll lose its magic and its charm. I think 3 seasons would be great. I think if they can do it for a 4th season and still keep it feeling like it's still dense in story and dense in mythology while also telling a compelling story, I think that would be great. A full arc for the character and possibly a little bit more Grogu in there, some more Baby Yoda merch. Come on, let's go. So anyways, yeah, I don't know if you guys want to read too deep into that. It's not fact. Take it as fiction right now, but hold it as a possibility. And yeah, are you guys excited about a season 3 possibly being the end, or do you guys want a 4th season, a 5th season, a 6th season? Yeah, what do you guys want? So let me know down below if you are even watching. Oh yeah, guys, by the way, if you're here, please leave a like. I would really appreciate it. Comment down below. Just say anything, just like a letter of the alphabet. Just let me know you're there. But yeah. That's it. On to the next topic. Black Panther Wakanda Forever set photos reveal a look at Riri Williams. A first look at Riri It sounds like somebody rewound me as I was talking. So an article from Den of Geek was a source that I was looking at for this news topic, and Wakanda Forever is going to show the debut of the character Riri Williams. Holy crap. I can't say it. My tongue doesn't do it. Maybe it is the Korean in me that can't get those R's. I don't know what it is. I just can't get over it. But anyways, yeah, here. Oh my god, I cannot say R's. Here are the first photos of Riri Williams, played by Dominique Thorne, and yeah. So this is kind of like the Tom Holland Uncharted photos that I mentioned last week, where it's just, them in civilian clothes, or just them in regular clothes. It looks like she's on a campus. What can you say? She looks like she's going to school. She looks like she's getting an education. I can't say anything else, guys. It's not like it's a reveal of the suit or anything like that. There's no Ironheart in costume or in suit photos or anything like that. This is just her in civilian clothing. And, that's cool. That's cool. So, I guess they're establishing that we are going to see her prior to getting the suit. Obvious reasons, but there is some speculation around, since she is appearing in Black Panther Wakanda Forever, that she will be getting her suit made by Shuri. So some rumors like that, but yeah, keep in mind rumors. But yeah, with no Tony Stark around, there's no Tony Stark to really build the suit. And I think with the assets that Wakanda has, vibranium and all their technology, I think it would make a lot of sense that, her technology would be sourced from Wakanda. But since Riri Williams is a very, very, very smart character, I think one of the smarter characters in the MCU, or not MCU, in the Marvel Universe, I think that she will be developing it either by herself or with the help of Shuri. Definitely not with the help of M'Baku, but, he's going to use some of the resources and possibly make her suit. So that's pretty cool. That's exciting. But yeah, not going to comment much on her clothing, but yeah, there it is. So, on to the next topic. This next topic is depressing. It's the passing of Ed Asner. If you guys are not familiar with him, but you guys love the movie Elf, directed by Jon Favreau, then you guys might be familiar with him. He is the actor who plays Santa Claus in that movie, and he's also been the voice of a lot of animated characters that have been cherished, such as J. Jonah Jameson in I don't want to call it the original Spider-Man animated cartoon, but one of the original Spider-Man animated cartoons. And he also voiced Uncle Ben in the Spectacular Spider-Man, but he left behind a huge legacy. He did a lot of voice work, and he was known not from my generation, but from the generations before me, for his appearances on the Tyler Moore Show. So rest in peace. What a legend, what a legacy. I cannot wait to see you again in my next viewing of Elf, hopefully before Christmas. But yeah, very sad news. What a legend. So yeah, on to the next topic, I guess. Jeez, it's hard to move on from stuff like that, but it is sad. Okay, on to Batman news. Batman early screening reactions. So I didn't even know that they were doing early screening reactions for The Batman, Matt Reeves' The Batman, a movie that was supposed to be released in 2021, but then, because of COVID, scheduling had to push it forward, and now it's going to be released in 2022, I believe March. So yeah, this movie has had a 3-hour cut shown to specific people, and I don't know who these lucky ass people are, but they got to see a 3-hour cut of it, and apparently they are raving that this is a very, very great interpretation, more leaning on the horror side of Batman, and also showing us a very scary and dark interpretation of the Riddler, played by Paul Dano. And I cannot wait. I want this movie so bad. I want this movie injected into my veins. I want to buy all the merch for it. I don't care that I'm feeding into this loop of just consumer and seller. I don't care, about big corporations taking my money in terms of this movie. I just love anything Batman related. I'm sinking lower into my chair. Okay, sorry. I just want this movie because Matt Reeves, I feel like, is taking such a unique direction with these characters. He is casting certain actors in roles that you would not expect them to be. I mean, Colin Farrell just this beautiful man being cast as one of the most horrendous looking characters in DC, the Penguin. It's just weird. Everyone was like, Andy Serkis is gonna play the Penguin. Nope, he's playing Alfred. Oh, okay, that's different, but I'll take it. And it's just those choices, just even in the casting, that really intrigued me. And I just like who else isn't excited about this movie? You know, it's not just me. It's not just me. It's like a 3-hour version of this movie exists. I want it. I sat through the Snyder Cut. I can do this. But they're probably going to whittle it down to probably floating around 2.5 hours. They're going to cut 30 minutes from the movie. They're just using these early screenings to kind of get a reaction from the audience. What needs to be cut? What parts did they not like? What things kind of ruin the flow of the movie overall? But yeah, I think that this movie is most likely going to be probably around 2 hours and 25 minutes. In order for the movie to be successful, the shorter a movie is, the more times that they can play it in a theater, and that means more views overall, or more opportunities for people to watch this movie. So I don't think they are going to go with a 3-hour cut for obvious reasons, like I said. So yeah, what do you guys think about these early screening reactions? I don't want to read any of the screening reactions. I kind of want to just give my thoughts on it, just because I feel like some of the reactions or tweets about the reactions have been a little bit spoilery. Not spoilery as in any plot details or anything like that, but just kind of talking about the movie in some ways that maybe we should wait for the new trailer to kind of reveal. So yeah, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to deep dive in. I kind of stayed away once I started scrolling. I was like, all right, this is too much for me. So I backed out. But yeah, I'm really excited. This gives me a lot of hope for this movie. So what do you guys think? Are you guys excited, more excited, less excited? Let me know. So on to the last topic. The Resident Evil remake has released its first images. I know what Leon Kennedy looks like, and I also know what Avon Jogia looks like, and I don't think they look alike at all. That's just my opinion. I don't know how this will affect diehard fans, but let's just take a look at these first photos and you'll get what I mean. So here we have Kaya Scodelario. Wow, they say Korean names are hard. I mean, some of these... All right, not going to get into that. But yeah, we have Kaya playing Claire Redfield and Avon Jogia as Leon S. Kennedy. And I know what Leon S. Kennedy looks like. I watched a friend of mine play through the entire Resident Evil 4 in like a day. And yeah, that was impressive by itself. But what was more impressive was Leon's hair. And I don't think they nailed it with Avon right here. I don't remember Leon having facial hair, but maybe that was just something that, you know, wasn't in the first movie or the first game. So I don't know how faithful this is, but you know what? I think Avon is a fine actor, and, you know, maybe he'll pull it off. And apparently there are, you know, good murmurs or good whispers about this movie that is more faithful. So I think this will make gamers happy, but for myself, I'm not really too interested in seeing this because I'm not really a fan of that franchise to begin with. So this isn't for me, but I'll probably check it out, you know, once it's free. But yeah, let's go on to the next photo. So here we have, from left to right, Albert Wesker, played by Tom Hopper. Yeah, you might know Tom Hopper from The Umbrella Academy. So yeah, really cool that he is showing up in some movies. I really like that actor. So we have Hannah John Kamen. You might recognize her, or Kamen. You might recognize her from Ant-Man and the Wasp. She played Ghost in that movie. Forgettable movie, but I liked her powers and I liked her character in the movie. So yeah, that's pretty cool getting to see her in this feature film. We also have Chris Redfield, played by Robbie Amell. I think some people have some opinions on that. I know what Chris Redfield looks like just based off of Resident Evil 5, I think. I remember seeing a trailer for that, and I think he kind of fits the bill. But yeah, that's as far as I know about the characters. I know what they look like. Okay, that's it. I cannot see anything about this guy, but apparently that is Chad Rook playing a character called Richard Aiken. I don't know. Richard Aiken. Does that ring any bells for you Resident Evil fans? Because it's doing nothing for me. So yeah, is this smudge over here that you can barely see in the background, does that look like Richard Aiken, iconic Resident Evil character? Let me know. So the next photo we have is a picture of, wow, they got a picture of my sister after a hangover. So as you can tell, I'm pulling this from IGN, and no, this is not my sister. But the description says that this is Lisa Trevor, played by Marina Mazeppa. I hope that's not how Marina looks like in real life. So I don't know what they're doing here. I don't know if this is... It looks like it's CG. But yeah, apparently she appears in Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City. In the games, Lisa is the teenage daughter of the architect of the Spencer Mansion in Raccoon Forest who went missing while on a walk. Umbrella scientists working out of the Arclay laboratory near the Spencer Mansion experimented on Lisa for years, including exposing her to multiple viruses. Their gruesome experiments on Lisa led Umbrella to discover the Nemesis Tyrant and the G virus, but they also transformed her into a deranged monstrosity. Okay, so I understood about 15% of those words, and everything else is just nothing. So yeah, maybe that rings some bells for you Resident Evil fans, but are you guys excited by these photos? This is pretty much all they've released so far. But yeah, I know that some people will probably have something to say about the way that some characters look compared to the original. But you know what? What matters is, are they sticking closer to the source material, and is the story good, and overall, is the movie good? That's really what matters, okay? If it's a good movie, there is a lot you can overlook. And if your eyes are racist and you're like, I can't stand the fact that the character is in white and looks like Nick Carter from Backstreet Boys, I don't know what to tell you guys. I mean, that look has... It won't be pulled off now, okay? It's not gonna happen, okay? The 90s were their own thing. This is a new time, okay? So, Avon Jogia is a handsome guy, okay? That's all you needed. You just needed a handsome guy to fill that role. I am not crazy about going to see this movie, as you can tell. But you know what? I'm always looking out for a new franchise. I'm always excited to see something hopefully take off and do well. So, are you guys excited for Resident Evil? Are you guys excited about any of this news besides the one about Ed Asner passing away? No, if you are excited about that, then you need to rearrange your priorities and rethink your life. But yeah, beside the passing of Ed Asner, are you guys excited about everything that I talked about? Please let me know. And yeah, guys, this pretty much wraps up this Monday. So let me know what you thought, and leave a like and subscribe if you haven't, and whatever. And as always, guys, I'll see you later.